What do the strongest Fortune 500 companies all have in common? Well, I've worked for a Fortune 50 company and I've realized that they're obsessive of data. And it's boring and for a small business owner, it's like, I don't have time for that. I don't want to do it. But it is one of the most valuable things if you want to up level your business and get beyond 8 figures. You need to be very crystal clear on your data and not make decisions on emotions. So that's why I've created the CEO Business Health Calculator, because you can just watch this video and complete the quiz and know exactly when you can be scaling up your advertising efforts, because you have peace of mind knowing that you're above your profit targets, you have the cash flow, and this is going to help you grow your top line revenue month over month and feel really good about it. So just some quick background on me. My name is Austin. I run Dog Connectors. And one thing that we do over there is specifically help pet brands get new customers and build out new customer acquisition systems inside their business. So this will be specific to pet brands. However, this is just business in general. You need to be tracking your KPIs, so you could also be using the CEO Business Health Calculator. I even use this for my own company, and it's very helpful. So first, I want to get clear on what actually matters. I've talked to dozens of pet brand owners, and one thing that I always see in common is that really the 3 things that matter is profit, cash flow, and growing revenue, especially if you're a bootstrap company. So that's what we want to focus on. As a marketing company, we do not want to celebrate vanity metrics that don't align with profit, cash flow, growing revenue. I don't know if you've ever had, a marketing company say, our click-through rates are 1%, 2%. They're doing so well. We're crushing it. And you're looking at your bank account. You're like, yeah, I'm just looking at that really at the end of the day. So I realize that, and that's something that we want to focus on. But first, we need to get crystal clear of what exactly are you looking for when it comes to profit? How much profit? And these are the questions that we need to ask. A lot of small businesses, they're doing something called bro scaling. I've done bro scaling before. Looks good. Spend more money. Sure, let's let it ride. But when you start to get into the 7 figures, 8 figures, that doesn't fly as much. So we need to get crystal clear KPIs for your company written down. So there's radical transparency across your team, and everybody is aligned on profit, cash flow, growing goals. And most pet brands want to scale, but they just don't know exactly at what number they should. So this will really help you solve that. Now, in terms of why your pet brand needs the CEO Business Health Calculator, this will just give you a lot more clarity. This is also so you're not operating in a state of emotional behavior. That is not a great way to grow your business. And one thing that I've seen is that most pet brands just won't take action. They'll watch this video, they'll be like unclear about one thing, and then they're like, I just won't do it. Or they'll be squirrel brain scattered. They have a million different things, and they just end up going in another direction and not doing anything about it. This is one of the most valuable. We're talking about your cash, the money in your bank account. You want to protect that. You want to keep putting money on top of that. That is the situation here. This is one of the most important things that you could be doing for your business. So this is definitely worth solving the problems, focusing into this video, because I'm going to go into something that is going to seriously change your business and improve it for the better. And this is everything we've learned from generating over $40 million online for pet brands. And this is seriously a must-have for your company to grow right now. Now, what I want you to do is down below this video or wherever the link is, click on this right here. And I want you to download the CEO Business Health Calculator. And then these blue boxes, you're just going to complete it customized to your company. So you'll see here, I have one made out. Now, it could be a little bit overwhelming at first, but it's a lot more simple once you just get into it. So first, we're just going to start off with what is your average order value and how much your website is doing. Now, if you don't have a company that is doing sales yet, let's say you're below $30,000 a month, all you're going to do is take your average order value of what you think it will be. You're going to hit the equal sign over here. You're going to click this B3, and you're going to times it by 1,000. and then boom, we're going to project out future growth because you're a winner. You're going to have future growth. Now we're going to go into cost of goods sold. We're going to add all these numbers up. So you're going to put 20, whatever your cost of goods sold is, payment processing fees, shipping costs, fulfillment costs, all your other COGS. We're going to add it all up. We want to know what your total COGS and fulfillment is for your company. Now, if you're above 50%, you're starting to get into the red zone. And I'm not talking about football red zone. Red zone is bad in this statement. You do not want to be above 50%, but oftentimes we've had companies that are above 50%, they're unprofitable, and they're blaming marketing. It's not a marketing issue. It is the business itself doesn't have enough margin left over to be profitable and succeed. So there are certain solutions that you will need in order to solve that. And that's why I want you to fill out this quiz at the bottom of this, because we'll give you those solutions on exactly what you need to be doing. On top of that, but if you're below 50%, you're in a sweet spot. Mark this down. Next, you're going to add up all of your OPEX, all of your operating expenses. What are all of your other overhead fees that you have, like marketing department, software, anything else? You want to add it up. Next, you're going to put in your ad spend. Now, this is going to be variable. So this is going to change depending on what your profit target is. And that's something you need to decide on, what your profit target is. So we have businesses that we work with that they're like, we just want to get to millions a month. As long as we're above 10% profit margin, we're okay. We have other businesses, hey, this is more lifestyle business. We want to be at 30% profit margin or whatever it is. It's completely subjective. It's up to you on what you want to do. But I will say, if you're willing to accept a lower profit margin now, this is going to allow you more growth now, which then you can later down the road optimize more for profit. But again, it's totally up to you. I would suggest anywhere between 10 and 25% on the high end. But let's just assume you want to be at 25%. Based on these metrics right here, if you add it all up, so you're doing this amount in sales, you're spending this amount of money on ad spend, you're only 5% profit target. So this allows you to not bro scale, but say, based on these metrics, thumbs down, we are below KPI. Well, we need to fix that. We need to be more efficient with our ad spend. So what would we do? We would start to see if we were more efficient with our ad spend. Now, how to be more efficient with your ad spend, that's a whole other set of problems that there are solutions for, but that's not for this video. This is just for getting crystal clear on your targets. For this case, we're at 17%. Your goal is still 25%. So we need to be more efficient. So we're going to try 8,000. Cool. That brings us to 22%. Still not good enough. Boom. Now we have it. 25%, that tells us that as long as we're above a 5.71 blended MER, we are above our targets, which is good. Now, what is blended MER? Marketing efficiency ratio is what it stands for. That is total sales divided by total marketing spend. That is your marketing efficiency ratio. Now, I will say some of the best businesses that I see that are growing fast, they're between 2.5 and 4x blended MER. So they make sure their profit targets align so their business can be between 2.5x MER and 4x MER. To me, this 5.71 is a little bit high, so we might want to have a conversation on how can we drop this number. And there are ways to do it. Fill out the quiz. But this is going to give you a fresh breath of air because now you know exactly how profitable you are based on your business. And a quick story of businesses that I see that are really spending a lot of money on ads, they're not just looking at return on ad spend in the ad account. That's a quick way to just retarget it. Any company could just inflate those numbers by running retargeting ads. And your return on ad spend is going to be high. But what's going to happen over time? You're going to get less new customers and your top line revenue is already stagnant or sometimes even going down. So that's not necessarily what we want. In fact, I saw a company that spending $250,000 a month on ads at a 0.8 return on ad spend. My first time seeing this, I was like, that does not make sense. Why would they do that? Well, it was because they were optimizing for new customers and they were above their profit target that they set, which was here, above their profit target. and above their cash flow goals, and they're growing really, really fast, and they're in a great position. So there's levels to it, and there's a path A and a path B. You do not want to be making decisions solely on just your return on ad spend inside the ad account. You want to be really looking at MER, and you want to be looking at NCAC, cost to acquire new customers. There are, of course, other metrics that we look at, but those are going to give you a good idea of your profit as well as your growth with new customers coming into your business. So we're doing that same exact thing. I won't go through all of it now in this video, but we're doing that exact same thing to establish what are you willing to pay to acquire new customers for your business, and you're adding up everything here. So then, as long as you're above these metrics, you're in a great spot. So complete this, see exactly what your minimum MER is for your business, and then after that, you're going to complete this quiz. So on this quiz, so missing data to make strong business decisions, this is where we're going to give you custom recommendations based on your specific business metrics on what you can do to be more profitable and give you clarity on when to scale your business. Because you shouldn't always scale. You want to make sure you have enough cushion with what you're doing. So you're putting your name, your email, company website link. It takes less than 2 minutes to fill this out. Minimum profit targets. And you're just going to go through this, submit it, schedule a call, and then on that, we'll be able to walk through exactly what you need to be doing. Now, that I will not go over, but really these are going to be the things that you want to be doing in order to just get crystal clear on your profit targets. I can't tell you how many businesses just don't really know when they should scale, when they should not scale. But when you have that clarity, it's going to be powerful for your company. And it is really, in this day and age, a requirement to be successful for your business, especially if you're spending money on ads. It's going to be important for you. I hope this video was valuable. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one.